best match you played
In Al Nassr,
in Al Nassr?
against Sharjah, the semi-final of President Cup. I assist Tose with one amazing pass
Oh, yeah, I remember
from up.
طبعا تصاعد من فك الله حلوة حلوة النصر لمسة 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 في منطقة جزاء الشارجة التونسي يا رامون دياز اللمسة اللي وصلت توتي نعم يا لها من لمسة.
And in the last minute, I scored. And this game was very special. First of all, because I got injury 10 days before in my calf. And what the doctors say is, Seba, you will not play semi-final. And we did everything. And I play amazing game, amazing assist. And the extra condiment was, you remember in that moment was not fans. And they put a big screen.
You weren't there, I remember.
And my family was there.
Yeah.
So I say, I should score. I should score, I have to score, and I go for them. And I don't cry, but to be honest, inside me I want to cry, and because I love when my family go to the stadium and watch me. Is extra power they give to me, and was many months without them.
Yeah, no fans, nobody can.
Nobody.
I remember this. I interviewed you in this match. I remember,
Yes?
Yeah. What is this assist match?
I don't know. I have to see. I have to see again to. No, I watch it.
تيغالي اليوم شاف عياله وسجل ان شاء الله كل يوم هاي الشاشه ان شاء الله كل يوم هاي الشاشه.
Fauzi is saying that because of your son on the screen, this give you more motivation.
Yeah, this is right. Always when my family is in the field for that, I say please to federation to allow the fans to come back, because I need my family in the stadium.
So how do you see this screen?
Amazing. I feel very happy. It's not the same, but when I see my family in the screen, I was very happy.
Nasr, a club, they didn't win the league for very long time. However, they have still this pride of history till now. So, how was your period with them? How do you evaluate it?
Of course, it was not the best period and was not what I expect, and all the people from Al Nassr, I'm talking about players, management, and the fans expect from me was not good. I just scored 14 goals and 13 goals. I spoke with some friends and some people say, Seba, for one striker, 26 games, 13 goals, it's amazing. I say, yeah, for any striker.
But
for
not
me,
for me.
Not for me. I'm normally, what I show is 20, 25 goals. So, and even, to be honest, in the beginning, Tose, Ryan Mendes, Cubas in the beginning, Tariq, Javier Fardan, you see this name, you say, wow.
Easily we can win. Huh?
Easily, I will score. Even before, I say to my wife, when I have a few clubs there, I say to my wife, I will trust Al Nassr, because.
So what was other than Al Nassr?
Sharjah was very serious also, was there, very serious. And after around sometime it was Al Jazeera, Al Wasal, but the most serious was in that time was Al Nassr and Sharjah. And I say to my wife, I will choose Al Nassr because they play forward, they press, they play good football.
The defensive, Sharjah was more defensive.
In that moment was the
Al-Ambari.
Yes, with him, and he was defensive. I say, if I play defensive, the goal is too long for me. Yeah. And I'm not this kind of player like Ryan Mendes. He was very fast.
Yeah,
I'm powerful, no fast player. So, I chose Al Nassr, and also because 1 month before stop, 2 games before stop the league for quarantine, I played against Al Nassr in Al Nassr Stadium. They beat us 3-0 and they kill us. Al Nassr killed us when I was in Al Wahda. So I say, I want to play in this team if I don't play in Al Wahda, of course.
Yeah.
If I don't renew in Al Wahda, I want to play in this team. But some mistakes, some changes from
management mistake, you can say.
In the club, I will not say the coach or management, because to be honest, I don't know who decide in that moment. If the coach decide to take out the Chilean player Pavés, you remember Pavés? And they put Tose behind. In my opinion, the best position for Tose is to play behind the striker. How many goals he scored and how many goals Álvaro Negredo scored when they play each other, together. Many goals. The best position for Tose is behind the striker, near the striker. But somebody.
But this is coach. Mainly, this would be coach decision.
I don't know. No. Let's be honest. Here in UAE, sometimes the coach doesn't decide. Decide the management or the president in his moment. This is true. It's, nobody have to be upset. This is the truth. Sometimes the coach came, and before the coach came, the management changed the players. And when the coach came, he said, no, okay, but I don't like this player. Coach, this is what we have.
Play with it.
Play with them. Do your job. But who decide to change Pavés and bring Tose behind did a very big mistake, because this is not the position of Tose. Even Tariq, Pavés and Tose, they were very nice connected, very good connected. They know how to play, you know? Yeah. They don't play in one position, they mix. So, this is what the first mistake. And after, of course, the players never connect to each other. We were very big names when we couldn't connect each other, and we try. We spoke between us, and we try sometimes inside the game, in the trainings. We spoke with the coaches, and when Ramon Diaz came, was a little better, but after again we start to be unbalanced. So, if you remember in the beginning of our conversation, our interview, I told you, doesn't mean because you have big names in the team, you will have big team. And something, for example, Atletico Madrid. Before Atletico Madrid doesn't have big names, but they were champion, they fight for the league. Sharjah, when they were champion, I don't want to confuse, 6-7 years ago, nobody expected Sharjah was champion. Why? Because previous to this year, they have better teams and they played to don't relegate. And this year, they just kick out some foreign player, they bring some new foreign player, and they say, okay, let's see what we can do. They start to win, and they were champion. And no one expect, even the Sharjah player don't expect to be champion.
But having a very good player with a very good coach like Diaz.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the issue here?
Yes, but very good player in which team? Because in which teams? Because, for example, I will tell you something. Not every players are to play in big teams, and not any player play in a small team. Let's say big team and a small team. With all my respect to everyone, but it's true. Some teams play to don't relegate, and some teams play to be champion. It's not the same pressure.
So what's the mentality in Al-Nassr? To be a champion?
To be a champion, but we were not ready to be champion. So doesn't mean we were teams to relegate. Doesn't mean that. Because
that's
now,
the middle level.
Now in the world is or you are white or you are black. No, there is gray in the middle. So
we can say that Al-Nassr in a gray position now.
We try to be a team to be champion, but we were not, and we show in the result. For many reasons. One of them was we didn't adapt the players, we didn't adapt each other. The second reason is because maybe the coaches doesn't found the way how to explain to us. Many reasons. I don't want to start because after they will.
Diaz went to Al Hilal and one of their worst season, I believe. He went there and he's the champion.
Is what I told you
Same
before.
Coach.
I'm sure if Ramon Diaz go to one team who play to relegate, he will not be champion. His mentality is for champion teams, for big clubs. For really big club, because he take all the responsibility, he take all the pressure, you know. Okay. All the pressure is with him, and he don't care about that. He just do his job. He speak with the player. And if somebody come and put pressure on him, he say, okay, thank you. I like the pressure. And he was like a player, he was the same. So it's not easy to be in big clubs, Al Wahda, Al Ain, Al Jazeera. It's not easy to be there because there is a lot of pressure. You have to be champion, you have to do a good season. As a striker, you have to be on the top of top scorers. In another clubs, like, I don't want to name because after they will hate me, but in another club you go and the management will come and say, guys, if we don't relegate, we are fine. And this is dangerous because once you...
No, but you know, like, you know the quality of the players you have. Let's be clear here. There is like levels of the players.
Yes, of course. Like clubs, there is levels.
So if the management knows that their level, the players they have, their level is on this stage, so why I need to push on them to ask them, like, you can't come now to a national team and ask them to get the World Cup.
Yes,
it's impossible. Like something.
Yes, and to be honest, it was almost impossible, and we were near. We were near to reach the World Cup. In national team.
No, I'm talking to
I know.
To win the World Cup.
Okay.
This is impossible, like something.
Yes, it's impossible. But let's say, for example, I come back because it was the very good example of Sharjah in that year. They were to play to don't relegate with amazing team. For some reason, they always save the category in the last games. And after, when they change some player, everyone say, Sharjah this year, let's see what they can do. And I'm sure the management say to the player, guys, try to be in the middle. But what happened? Because for that...
No, but you know, I spoke with Al-Ambari, the coach, their coach. He was saying that my goal was to give to the player the winning mentality. I want them to be all like, their mentality is a champion mentality.
هذا اليوم عاد ما ننسى.
هذا شو شعورك؟
يوم ما اقدر اقول لك صراحه لان شيء مو طبيعي، يعني الحمد لله بفضل الله سبحانه وتعالى. نحن محتاجين هذا الشيء، ان الفريق الاستمراريه في هذا، يعني حتى رسالتنا السنه او الاخوان في النادي ان الفريق دائما يتم من ضمن الفرق الاربعه. كل ما انت ممكن الله ما يكتب لك تجيب بطوله الدوري، لكن وجودك مع الفرق الاربعه شيء طيب. هذا يعني استمرار في هذا الجانب، يمكن هذا الأهم بالنسبة لنا صراحة.
He give the mentality, he changed the players, but I'm sure the management don't put pressure on them to be champion from the beginning, and this is another mistake. No Sharjah management. I mean, in the clubs who start the league and doesn't push to be champion, and after with the time they are in the first, second position, they start to put pressure. If you don't put pressure in the beginning, don't put pressure later. So let's be calm. Leave the player to enjoy, okay, we reach here, let's see. Because when you start the season, you prepare your mind, any club, to different situation. After, if you change in the middle because you are doing good, it's big problem. So
I think Al Jazeera mainly they are doing this. You will see in the media, normally their players, Mabkhout, Khsef, they always say, no, we are just preparing for the young generation, we are preparing, and they took the league that season.
Yes, I know what you are talking about. Maybe this is a tactic from them, to be quiet, to nobody talk about them. But Al Jazeera is a big team, have amazing players, most of them, or some of them, the best players, local players.
People are saying, oh, Al Hilal is like they have the best player, so any coach come, easily he will take the league.
It's not true. It's what I'm saying. It's not any coach who will come and take the league. Why? First, because it's not like that. Even if you have as they say, the people say, the best player in Hilal, it's difficult to manage them. Because why? They were many time champions. They won the Champions League, so they have their moral and their ego so up. Yeah. So if one small coach come and say, hey, you move there. What? So I will not move there. I move always here and I was champion. Why I will move there? So
And this happened, I think. They said he changed the way of Al Hilal. So they feel that they have their own way.
the second what I will
But
tell
is
you.
this something good? Like I feel like the coach is like he is the decision maker. He's
Yes, if the player don't trust the coach, yes. If the player don't have confidence in the coach, yes. But it's not in the football; it's in everything,
Correct.
in
And
the life.
managers and-
It's, for example, I say to my kids, don't eat
fast food.
fast food. But they look me every week, go to the mall and eat in fast food. They say, hey, Dad, come on. Why you yes and me no?
So they will not trust the.
Yes, in the world it's like this. So if you don't trust your coach or what he is doing, it will be very difficult.
That you will say, okay, this coach is very good coach. Like I'm talking now internally with the
Yeah, yeah,
players.
And the way how he talk is very important, because if he is clear and he can reach you very easily, will be good. Because some coaches talk, and you don't understand what they are saying. And maybe they are saying move the ball from the right to the left.
With like very long statements.
Yes,
Yeah.
so you are confused. This is very important how they talk. But the most important is how they transmit the idea of what they have to the player. Because what happened in Al Nassr in the beginning with Kruno, he has good ideas, but he didn't know how to transmit to us because he used to be in Banias and he did a great job. But Al Nassr is not the same Banias. There is not the same level of player. In Al Nassr, they try to fight always for the champion. Banias, they try, but they are always in the middle, you know. So a different kind of player. So you cannot talk the same in Banias and in Al Nassr. The most important of the coach is to be the most clear they can be. My personality, I never answer one coach in the bad way. But when finish the meeting, when finish the training, sometimes, no, in 1 year maybe I do one time. But if I don't understand something or I don't feel comfortable, I go to the coach and I say, Coach, we can talk? Yes. And then I discuss with him in very good way and I say to him, Coach, I come because I don't understand, because I want to understand that to be much better, or I want to understand that to know how I have to move, and then we can discuss. But the problem is when the coach is afraid about what you are talking about also, because
What do you mean?
some coaches happen with me here in UAE and in my previous club. Sometimes I come and say, Coach, I don't understand that. Okay, and what do you want? I say, no, I don't want anything. I want to understand why we move the ball like this. Why? And they are like in the defensive way,
Yeah,
you know?
so this is not your work. This is my
Yes, but in the same way, why you are coming and talk like this? What do you want to change? What? And I want, listen, you are my boss, but in the same way, we are in one team and we want to win, right? So you have to do your job, I have to do my job. If I have to do my job, I have to understand you. So let's have, and then, it's not normal to complain the coach, yes, in the bad way, because always you have to have respect. But it's true, sometimes some players, for different reasons, different moments,
blame.
maybe they are not playing. But believe me, all the players who react like this, after they come and say sorry. There is no one player in the world, even Messi, even Ronaldo, whatever, who react in very bad way and respect the coach after come and say sorry, because they know they cannot do this.
If you want to say something for Al Nassr fans,
Just to be honest, I was expecting to give more to you and to the club. I will not say sorry because I don't have to say sorry. I give my maximum. I was big professional there, but I don't play alone. We have one team. We have management. Many things happen, But I take my responsibility and I wish to give more.
When and how Al-Nassr will win the league? When do you feel this will happen? Is it soon?
It will not be soon, but I will not go into that because I cannot sorry, but I cannot speak. I cannot speak about that in the TV. I spoke inside with the management and with the people when I was there, even with the first management and the second management with Marwan and this. We discussed. They asked me, and I tell them
The truth.
the truth and what is going on. And so I spoke with the people who is involved. I don't have to say in the TV.